So, let's talk about sex. But not just any kind of sex. I'm talking freaky sex. I'm talking barbecue sauce and mustard on it. Some of you may not get that reference, but shout out to CupcakKe and her song CPR. I believe she is a Gemini. Yes, that's right. In this video, I will be talking about the 5 freakiest zodiac signs in the zodiac. But before I get into the 5 biggest freaks of the zodiac, I want to ask you to please follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend Official. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you aren't already a subscriber. Hit that lovely subscribe button wherever it is, depending on which device you're watching it on, this video on. Also, please follow me on Google Plus and check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, for your own personal, private, confidential tarot reading. My tarot readings, my personal, private, confidential tarot readings are $1 per minute. They're well worth it. Please visit my website to read and watch some personal reading testimonials from people who have gotten readings from me and clients who have come back numerous times. All you have to do is choose the time on my website that you would like. I think there's a choice between 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, which is an hour, 120, and then it goes all the way up to, I think, like 240. You just pick your time, click make a donation, pay for your reading. I'll get an email when you pay for your reading. You send me your list of questions or whatever you need insight on, and we'll communicate back and forth, if any necessary information, and I will send you your video via email. So please do that if you would like. And also, please contact me for a 30-minute birth chart reading. $45 for a 30-minute birth chart reading. Tarot may or may not be involved. Usually it's not involved, but if I'm compelled to pull a card or two for you, maybe at the beginning or end of the video, I may do that. But mainly the birth chart readings are just me breaking down your birth chart so that you understand it in a way that you'll better understand yourself and understand what a birth chart is, and how the planets in the sky all play a role in who we are. Each individual has their own birth chart, meaning their own placements of where the planets were in the sky according to astrology and the zodiac. So you watching this video right now, you have your own individual birth chart that you may or may not know about. So please contact me for your own personal birth chart reading. All I need is the time, month, and year that you were born, and if you know this information, the time and place that you were born as well would give you a super detailed and accurate birth chart reading. But I can also just read your birth chart with the time, or with the month, day, and year that you were born as well. So many numbers to think about. But yeah, contact me for your own personal birth chart reading. So, let's get to the down and dirty about these 5 freaks of the zodiac. Now, not saying that none of the zodiacs are sexual or have freaky tendencies. I mean, I think each zodiac definitely has its freaky side, its like sexual side. But I think maybe these 5 signs are maybe more overt, or like in touch with that side, maybe, I guess. Anyways, let's talk about Gemini, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio. Geminis can be very territorial during sex. So if they want you, or when they want you, and they want you to themselves and only to themselves. So when a Gemini is really comfortable with you, they can be really freaky. Also, a Gemini can just be really freaky in like their communication. Like, they may just be freaks. They may not be freaks, meaning like they may not just go out and have sex with like everyone they see, everyone that they connect with, but they may just be freaks in the sense that they talk about sex a lot, or they just make sexual jokes a lot, or something like that, or they're just like, a Gemini every now and then will really usually slip up, and that inner freak will come out, meaning they'll make a comment about someone or something like, ooh, yeah, like he could get it, or ooh, yeah, like she's hot. Like those types of moments, like, but the more you get to know a Gemini, the more those moments will come on. And it's really interesting because Geminis are ruled by the planet Mercury. So, Mercury is the planet of communication, intellect, higher learning, higher thinking. So that's why when Mercury goes retrograde, everything like communication technology goes haywire. But, Geminis love to talk, and they love to talk about sex, and like, they just love talking about sex and making sexual jokes. But at the same time, they like also love sex. Like, they love doing it. They may even love talking during it. Like, Geminis just love talking and love being able to be open with people. Like, I'm a Capricorn, and I have, one of my best friends is my Gemini boss, and like, she makes sexual jokes all the time, and I love it though. Like, it's just so freaking funny. Capricorn is kind of an undercover freak. You may not really realize that Capricorn is a freak until you really, really get to know him or her. Capricorn, their wild side really comes out in the bedroom. So, if a Capricorn is really comfortable with you, they are very comfortable with you. I mean, they are. Capricorns is another one of those signs like Gemini that can be out there in terms of sexuality and sexual overtness, I guess. Capricorn is one of those signs that really does not give an F. And so if you're in a relationship with a Capricorn, then like Capricorns definitely have a freaky side to them. Very, very sexual people. Like the type of people that need sex constantly. Like, and part of that is because they have a lot of built up frustration sometimes, and anxiety, I guess. So that's like a good release for them is sex. Other times it's just like about power and control and being dominated with a Capricorn. Capricorns are just they're in tarot, their card is the devil. So I mean, Capricorns definitely have a freaky side to them. Another thing about both Capricorn and Gemini is that they are both very intellectual signs, so they love to be intellectually stimulated. It kind of turns them on, actually. They love intellectual foreplay. Sagittarius loves their freedom. They love to be free, especially in terms of sexuality. They like what they like and they don't care what you think about it. Another thing with Sagittarius is that they can be totally different outside of the bedroom than inside the bedroom. Meaning outside of the bedroom, like when they're dealing with family, friends, and like the public or whatever, they can be like very like out there, extroverted, like maybe even aggressive, like socially active. But inside the bedroom, they can maybe be shy and like to like be dominated, or they may like certain like positions, but they may be shy about it because it's like Sagittarius is like it's really weird. They become very vulnerable and like it's almost like a crab without its shell in the bedroom. It's like they like things their way, but they also maybe like to be dominated a little bit. Aries is another fire sign that's a little bit freaky. Much like Sagittarius, they can be totally different outside of the bedroom than they are inside the bedroom, meaning outside of the bedroom, on the flip side, where Sagittarius outside the bedroom can be like maybe more dominant, but inside the bedroom they like to be more aggressive. Or they like to be more submissive, I mean. This is not true, by the way, for all Sagittariuses. This is just hypothetically speaking, okay? Aries, on the flip side, may like be more gentle outside the bedroom with people and family, and more loving and caring, and but inside the bedroom they can like turn into a monster. Not saying that Aries would become crazy or violent anyway, but Aries is a cardinal sign, and cardinal signs like things their way. They like to initiate things, so Aries is going to be very dominant, maybe, probably, in the bedroom, and they're going to like things their way, and they're going to want you to please them in a way that makes them satisfied, much like any freaky person. I will say the great thing about Sagittarius and Aries, both the lovely fire signs of the Zodiac, well, two of the three fire signs of the Zodiac, the other being Leo, honorable mention Leo. But the wonderful thing about Aries and Sagittarius is that while they like to be pleased, they love to be pleased sexually. That is their aim and one of their goals in sex. They also like to make sure that their partner is pleased, especially if they like you. If it's like a one-night stand hookup, I mean, it depends on how much they like you. Like, last but certainly not least on our top 5 freakiest list is one of my personal favorites, Scorpio. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm saying Scorpio is one of my favorites just because I personally love Scorpios. Like, I love the zodiac sign Scorpio. It has nothing to do with sex, although Scorpios are quite good in bed, and we'll talk about that in a second. But Scorpios are just freaking awesome. With that being said, Scorpios are also freaks. They are a water sign, and they are the sign, if we're thinking in terms of water, Cancer would be the crab that is able to go on land and like not go too deep into the water. Pisces is the kind of mystical creature that is able to, transcend the water and, go on land sometimes. Scorpio is the underwater creature that lives at the deep bottom of the ocean. Like, that's what Scorpios deal with. They dwell in the deep bottom of the ocean, in the depths of the soul, and the truths of the soul, the kind of secrets of the soul as well, the secret desires, the secret sexual desires. Basically, Scorpios are freaks, but they're super secretive about it. So you're not gonna really know Scorpios are freak, although they do tend to make a lot of sexual jokes, and that's how you know when someone's really a freak, is when they make a lot of sexual jokes. If you have a friend who makes a lot of sexual jokes, ask them what their sign is, and if they're one of these 5 signs, I'm telling you, like, I told you. But Scorpio is one of those signs. They're very secretive people. They're not very open people, especially with people they don't know. So they're not going to be open with you in terms of sex and like stuff like that if they don't know you. But I had one of my commenters, or one of my watchers, comment on one of my Scorpio videos, and she was like, get a Scorpio up late at night, get them really tired, drunk maybe, and they'll talk about sex, they'll talk about everything. And I think that's so true. Like, you just really have to get that Scorpio in that moment where it's like the world is quiet and like secrets are just able to be kept more easily. Secrets will be able to be more revealed more easily because like the atmosphere is like kind of secretive in a way. So you just really have to get Scorpio at like maybe like 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. when everyone's sleeping mostly, and you have kind of the world to yourselves metaphorically, and you have the freedom to be and do as you please. Like, the best way to experience a freaky Scorpio is behind closed doors, like locked away in a room where it's like away from everyone else. If you live with other people, preferably you'll live alone, where no one can hear you and you can scream, maybe even have soundproof walls, and just like do and be whatever the frick you want to do. I think it's because my Venus is in Scorpio that I connect with Scorpio, and my Pluto's in Scorpio actually, that I connect with Scorpio energy on such a deep level. With that being said, these are the top 5 freakiest zodiac signs in the zodiac, in my opinion. Maybe you don't agree with me. Maybe you're one of the other zodiac signs, and you're like, excuse me, I'm a freak. Why was I not mentioned in this video? I do want to mention some honorable mentions. Pisces can definitely be an undercover freak. Pisces can be a freak, period. Virgo, you can definitely be a freak as well, okay? Who else am I missing? Libra can be freaks as well. Oh wait, I think I mentioned Libra. Did I mention Libra? Pisces, Virgo, and Libra are once again most signs where you're not going to really know they're a freak until you get closer to them and like you get to know them more and you're like, dang, like you's a freak. Alright, I think I've reached my freak quota for the day, okay? Wear protection, you guys, and have fun, alright? Be as freaky as you want. Just be safe, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on all my social media. Contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com or visit my website to purchase your own personal, private, confidential tarot reading or your own 30-minute birth chart reading. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I really, really appreciate it. Please comment below what your thoughts are about this video and what your thoughts are about the freaky signs in the zodiac. Maybe you don't agree with me, and maybe you really are. Like, excuse me, I'm an Aquarius, and I'm actually a really big freak too. Or maybe you're like, I'm a Leo, and I gets down as well. So, like I said, I think all of zodiac signs are capable of being freaks. I just think maybe certain zodiac signs are more in touch with their freaky side than others. Really depends, you guys. We also have to remember that we all have our own birth chart, so we're not just our sun sign. I'm not just a Capricorn. I'm a Libra moon, Sagittarius, Mars and Mercury, Venus, Pluto, and Scorpio. I mean, clearly, I'm kind of a freak, alright? Thank you for listening and watching, and I'm signing out. I'm dropping the mic, and I'll see you guys later, okay? Light up my comment box below with any freaky stories you may have. I want to know who the biggest freak is watching this video. PG-13 only, please, though, okay? We do have teenagers and young people watching this video, okay? But, yeah. Love you guys. Bye.